YouTube, it's Mitch at iPhoneCaptain.com. We've had our Pangu 8 jailbreak now for about a week, and a lot of new tweaks have come out. Most of the good tweaks have been updated, so I'm going to share some of the better ones that I have found that are ready to use. Some of them may be new, some may be old, but they're updated and ready for iOS 8. And the first one you're going to recognize right off the bat is Barrel, and it's $2.99 in the Big Boss repo. So if you are a user of Barrel, you can grab it. It is ready. Next one is called Convo Pics. This is a free tweak, and what it does is it adds the photograph of your user inside the messages scene right here. You see the little round pictures there. That's a native feature on the iPhone 6 Plus, but for other devices it's not there. So we have the jailbreak tweak. Next one's called Activator. It's free as well. And Activator allows you to assign different gestures to do different things on your device. And let me find my little icon here. Bottom row right there beside the Pangu, you see the little clear looking icon. That's Activator. If we tap that and go in there, you see you can go set up different gestures anywhere on your device. And the first place we're going to go to here is Anywhere. And I'm going to show you I have my screenshot assigned to hold down the status bar. And if you know how the, excuse me, if you know on the iPhone 6, 6 Plus, or even in iOS 8, well, not really iOS 8, but on the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus, they move the power button, so it's a little bit harder for me, anyway, to get a screenshot. So now all I have to do is use Activator, and I chose hold down, and you see I have take screenshot. So if I just hold my status bar, you'll see the screen flash, like so. And then if I want to find my screenshot, I can just go into Photos, and it'll be the first one. And that makes it so much easier for me to find these, you know, and not have to dig through all the different photos. And there it is, you see. That's the last screenshot I've taken. And the next one we're looking at here is called Bio Lockdown. It's $2.99 in Big Boss. This is a very awesome tweak, guys. It allows you to lock down each individual application. Going into settings here, we'll go to Bio Lockdown. And instead of just having your lockdown for your screen, lock screen, you can lock each individual app. So you see right now I have no restrictions if I choose this. And I'm just going to choose one we're not going to be using, say the calculator. I've already chosen my fingerprint, but now when I try to open calculator, you see I get this Bio Lockdown pop up. And it won't open up till it reads my fingerprint. And when it reads it, then it will open up the calculator. And you can assign that to any application on your device. Very awesome. $2.99. Next one is one I use every day called Speak Notifications. It's $1.49 in the Big Boss repo. What this one does, guys, is it allows you to hear your notifications without having to actually look at your device. And if your phone's in your pocket, backpack, wherever, personally, I leave mine laying on the desk all day at work, and I never pick it up because I just listen. And you can set different options here to hear different things. If you don't want to hear one kind of notification, but you want to hear messages, you don't want to hear phone calls, you can set it up like that. And you can also set what time of day is what really I go by. You see it here only at specific times. You can set on what time you want it to start, what time you want it to end, and that start time is way too early. It should have been around 11 o'clock, and I end around 11 o'clock at night, you see. And I have that going 7 days a week. If you wanted it only through the weekdays, you could turn that on. It's an awesome, awesome tweak, guys. I've used it ever since it's come out. The next one's called Better Wi-Fi 7. It's $1.50 in the Big Boss repo. And it allows you to have much more control and see much more inside your Wi-Fi. And all you have to do, I can't take you all the way in, but it allows you to do much more things. It remembers all of your passwords on every Wi-Fi connection you have, and it remembers them. And you can see down here, enable known network list. You can turn that on, and it will remember the passwords of every known Wi-Fi you go to. And it's an awesome way to keep that list, so you don't have to input every time you do go to a different Wi-Fi. But if you go up here to the Wi-Fi, you'll see that it does look a little bit different. And if I were to tap on that little eye right there, it gives me more information. I can forget this network or renew the lease. And right down here's the known networks. If I were to tap on that, it would show you the name of my network, which I don't care for you seeing the name, but it would also give you the password. So that's where it remembers all the passwords, and where you can pull them up and look at them and share them with friends or whoever you might need to share it with. I know I've had to even give my mom her own password many times. Next one's called Pull to Respring. This is one I love, guys, because we don't really have a real easy way to respring in iOS 8 yet. But if you install this free tweak, you can go into your settings right here, and if I were to pull down and refresh, it would respring the device. I'm not going to do that because we don't want to respring right now. Next one is called Nitrous. This is 99 cents in the Big Boss repo. This increases your JavaScript speed, any kind of speed dealing with anything on like in Facebook apps, on the Safari app. It will speed up everything that you do, and you will see a lot more increased speed on your Safari, Facebook, Twitter, anything that uses the JavaScript. There's something in here that Apple can only use, but this developer figured out how to use it, and it really, really speeds up your device. Next one is called Status HUD 2. This one is free also. And what this one does is it puts your status HUD. Let me go back here to status HUD. Status HUD 2 right here. It puts your HUD in the top of the status bar. So if I turn the go back out and turn the volume up, you see we now have the little round circles up there in the status bar, as opposed to that big volume square footprint thing that would appear. I like this much better, and this is free. Check it out. Next one is called Roomy. This is a free one too, and this makes your notifications much larger on the screen. So it gives you a lot more room whenever you see your notifications. I hope there's nothing on here that I didn't want anybody to see. You can see that each individual line between each of them is much larger now. Makes it much easier to read on the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus. Definitely grab that one. It's a free one too. The next one's called Handy Key. It's 99 cents in Big Boss, and it's an awesome one too, guys. I really love this tweak. All you have to do is go in here and go to the notes, and when we pull up our keyboard, you see it's sort of tilted to the left. That makes it easier for anybody trying to type with one hand to use the keyboard. And you can actually change which side that appears on. If you take two fingers and slide across to the left, it'll go to the left. If you slide across to the right, it'll go to the right. And if you stop in the middle, it'll just leave it like it normally is. But it also adds some cut and paste and copy keys there that's really handy. And I've already grown accustomed to using those, and I really love those, called Handy Key, and it's 99 cents. Okay, guys, the next one we're going to look at is called Equalizer Everywhere. It's $3 in the Big Boss repo. What this one does is it allows you to have a equalizer anywhere your music is, and to I'm just going to turn music on now, just very, very brief, because they will demonetize my video if they hear much on it at all. So all you have to do is pick a song, and then when the song starts playing, if it ever does, all we have to do is come in here, swipe to the right. Here's our equalizer. You can set presets. You can just flatten the EQ. You can do all sorts of things in here with this. And if you want to, see, here's the music playing. Now, if we go into settings, you can do a lot more going through this way. Here's your presets right here. You can choose any of these right here. They all sound a little bit different. But here's your preamp. It really boosts the sound, the volume, I should say. But it will also cause distortion. See, when on these lines you're going to the red, that's telling you that you're going to distort. And they recommend keeping those in the yellow. Once they're all in yellow, then you can play your music. But it's an awesome way to spice up your music. It's called Equalizer Everywhere. It's $3. The next one is one that everybody loves called SpringDemise 3. And this is what you see that is speeding up the animation right now on my device. I have it turned all the way up. Here under animation, you see I have that custom speed on and have it pulled all the way to the left. That's as fast as it can go. You can enable, disable anything you want on here. You can make your icons larger, smaller. That's also how I'm getting that look in the dock down there. That's called the cover flow look. And you can hide your icons. You can hide the labels. You can do anything you want to do in here. There's probably 50 different tweaks wrapped up in this one tweak right here called SpringDemise 3. Next one's called Battery. It's called Bat Saver for iOS 7 and iOS 8. It's $3.99 in the Big Boss repo. It adds an icon to your springboard right here, the one with the little bat. So I'm going to open it, and in here you're going to have graphs. It's going to show different graphs for different things that your battery does throughout the day, when you're charging it, when you're listening to music or whatever. And you got all this information about your battery in here, and you can set different things to turn on and off. When you're like in the car, you can turn Bluetooth on. You can disable status icons. You can disable 3G and 4G whenever you know it's not going to be available. Just so much you can do with this, and it does help save your battery. And it's $3.99 in Big Boss repo. Next one is called Lock Glyph, and this adds the Apple Pay animation to your lock screen. Now that animation was coming from SpringDemise 3. If you like that, that's that TV. But the little fingerprint you see right there, that's the lock glyph. And if I put my finger on there, you see that it fills that up. And that animation that you heard, that's the Apple Pay animation. And you can come inside here if you want to. And it's called Lock Glyph. And here's the settings. If you want to turn that sound off, you can. And if you want faster animations, you can do that. If you want to change colors of anything, you can do that too. So, that's called Lock Glyph, and we'll try it one more time. Watch the little fingerprint. It's pretty cool, and the animation was much faster that time unlocking. It's free in Big Boss repo. The next tweak we're going to look at is called Reach All. This is a free one in the Big Boss repo, and what this does is it adds the reachability feature to iOS 8 devices below the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus. So if I go to my home screen and triple press, you see I get that drop down. That's exactly how the reachability feature works, and you can go into the settings menu here and customize how far down that will drop and all that kind of thing. So be sure and check it out. Next one's called CC Quick Pro. This allows you to customize what appears in your control center and do a lot more. It's $2.99 in the Big Boss repo. So if we go into our settings here and go to CC Quick Pro, you see here we got some status bar gestures. Now if you go to your status bar and you swipe to the right, you see you're going to lock your device from anywhere. If you swipe left, you're going to go to your home screen if you're in an application, and lock the device if you're at the home screen. Double tap to open multitask and hold to screen capture. So that's pretty awesome right there, to say the least. So what that means, if we go up here to our status bar, swipe to the right, you see it does work. It locks the device that simple and easy. That's called CC Quick Pro. Okay, the next one we're looking at, guys, is called iFound iOS 8, and it's 99 cents in Big Boss. And what this one does, guys, is pretty remarkable. It allows you to go in here and set up, just in case somebody finds your phone, you can turn on different types of alerts. You can add different kinds of messages here. You could add your phone number, your address. In case they find it, they can mail it back to you. All that. And where it's going to appear at is at the bottom of the lock screen on the left side down here. You see it's got the little if found. So if they tap that, you see it says thanks, configure in settings. We haven't really configured it, but it would actually show them your name, address, all that kind of stuff. Simple alert settings right here. You got configurations, lock info. So if you want contact info, so if you wanted to put your name right there, and then down here the alert dismissal, I'm just going to type anything in here to see if we can get it to. And here's the detailed stuff. You want to put phone numbers in here. I'm just going to put something silly, and you could put email right here if you wanted to, and save that. And you got address information you can enter. You can do all that stuff, and then when you come back out to the lock screen and they see that little if found, and you can actually move that around. You see it's already put my name in there, and it's just an awesome way to have a little peace of mind just in case you do lose your phone. There is a possibility you might get it back. Next one's called Hide Me iOS 8. This is just a way for you to hide anything and everything imaginable on your device. You just set up right here. Here's your configuration. You can hide anything you want to in your control center. This is where I had those music controls and all that stuff turned off. Lock screen, you can turn camera grabber off, labels, you can customize the color of your clock, notification center, you can do all the different things in here. And in the status bar, if you want to hide some things up there, you can do that too. Just an awesome way to hide anything and everything on your device. Next up is called Night Mode 8, and it's 99 cents in Big Boss. And what this does is if you're using your phone at night, it keeps it from blinding you with that really bright white background that you see right here. So if we go into global settings and enable brightness control, you see it automatically dimmed it for 40% right there. We have the dark keyboard now. If we wanted white text, we could do that. And if we were to go in here and start typing now, you see we get the black splash screen, a black background, white text. And if we go back out and go up to new and start typing, you see we do have a darker background, and it's not going to blind you now. That's called Night Mode 8, and it's 99 cents in Big Boss Repo. Another one you probably see on the screen here, and definitely one of my favorites, is that Date. It's a free one, and let me go in here. I have to find it in the installed. It's called Date in Status Bar, and it just a little simple tweak. It's free. It puts your date right up there beside the time, and I've noticed that I have been using that a lot. I just glance up there to see the date, and it really helps out. Another cool tweak is called Double Check, and this puts the little double check in your iMessage if you're going in here and you're going to type an iMessage. So we'll go down here and we'll see if we can't find one of mine. Okay, and you see right here it says iMessage to Mitch. That's just a double way to make sure you're typing to the right person. I know everyone listening to me has sent the text to the wrong person. I've done it. We've all done it. It can be embarrassing depending on what you're sending. What did I say it was? Double check. And it's definitely one you want to check out. Another awesome tweak is called Home Screen Designer. And this is $1.99 in Big Boss. If you're into theming your device, this is a remarkable way to do it, guys. And it just allows you to drag and drop. So let's make sure we have this enabled. And you see we get all these different options. And if we want to, we can enable placeholder icons that appear when moving icons on the home screen to view that will make your layout look. I'm going to turn that on. Hide conflicting icons. Enable folder layouts. We're not really interested in that. And right here you have a couple of default layouts if you want to always go back to those. One's for your folder and the other one's just for your plist or your home screen. And now if we go to our home screen, you see it looks a little bit different because I had already come in here and chosen this P-list right here that you see, and I hit apply to home screen, and you see that it's got all. I'm going to hit per page, and I'm going to actually, anyway, I don't have any themes installed is one thing that's got it all messed up, but I'm going to show you and you'll get the gist of it. See those numbers there? You can just drag your icons wherever you want them to be, and they will stay in that location, which makes it very easy to set up overall. So definitely one worth getting if you are a themer and enjoy theming your Springboard. Check it out. It's called Home Screen Designer, and it's $2 in Big Boss Repo. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. That's a whole lot of tweaks. I think it's probably around 20 or 25. Hit that thumbs up button. We really worked hard for this, and share it. It really helps us out. And keep coming back.